it to her, she is lost in thought for a minute. Then she says, "You know, someone mentioned something like this to me recently. I think it was Genevieve, the librarian. You should show it to her." I want to know what she says before I come to any conclusions. What about the shade? The shade is currently here, though I doubt I need to tell you. I'm sure you can sense it. Clearing northeast of City Hall, I would not go near it. Mostly it is just a presence of madness radiating cold and fear throughout the town, filling people with fear, but sometimes it kills, without reason or mercy. Has anyone tried to kill the shade? Several times. The shade has considerable power. The wounds our warriors create heal themselves almost immediately, and then it destroys who dared try to harm it. It radiates magical cold, very intense. Many of our soldiers have been frozen completely solid. Yeah, the testing skeleton did that to me, and it was very unfortunate. Same fate awaits the poor souls that it decides, for whatever reason, to kill. Shade isn't always here. No, it travels. Sometimes it appears in Silvar to the south. Sometimes it comes back here. And wherever it is, life stops. We don't know why it decides to go to one place or the other. It seems to switch every few days, though. But it's very difficult to study it. I know only one person who is trying. His name's Sage Townsend. He's been watching the shade every moment he could. He's hiding in a cave at the northeast corner of town. He never leaves there because of the entirely reasonable belief that the shade would kill him. Formello. Assuming you've heard about the rivers being full of monsters and the end of boat traffic, which hit Formello very hard, I assure you. Also been a huge increase in monster activity, enough so that I was forced to erect a quarantine barrier between here and the Eastern Gallery. It would have been enough to deal with, but then the shade came and all I could do was struggle to remain alive and sane. Monsters in the water? No more than anyone else, they swim in the deep and dark. All we have seen of them are the tentacles. We see them when they drag a boat down. And I'm sure I don't need to tell you, very few sailors survive a capsized ship in the underworld. Quarantine. The Eastern Gallery to the south has had worse monster infestations than we have, and since we have enough problems here, I had our mages erect barriers around the road to the south. Fortunately, Silvar and Kotra recently managed to get their bug problem under control, so I've been able to lower the barriers. If you wish to travel south, you will be able to do so. Thanks. I guess I need to see it for myself or something. Wars of Avernum, a summary. It was fought in many desperate struggles in its short, unhappy history. First time of our trial was in the years of the founding, when the Archmagi Erica, Silberg, Patrick, and others fought the demonic forces of Grahoff, purging them from the tunnels and winning a place to live and grow in peace. Followed a time of persistent, low-level strife with the savage Nephilim and Slith armies of the cruel Sistis. It was in these struggles that Avernum first truly profited from adventurers in the Empire that the Empire exiled here. After some of those same adventurers assassinated Emperor Hawthorne of the Empire invaded Avernum. This was the hardest, most bloody struggle fought in the underworld, but it was eventually won with the help of the Vanatai. Years later, after envoys from Avernum helped the Empire fight off vengeful attacks from the Vanatai, Empress Prozac allowed Avernites who wished to return to the surface to do so. Since then, Avernum has been largely a peaceful place, or as much as possible. The only troubles of note have been nasty border skirmishes with savage Slitherikai. All such struggles have resulted in decisive victories for Avernum. Knowledge of Vanatai, a summary. In case you didn't play the previous games, Vanatai are a race of strange humanoids that exist only in the underworld, and cavern complexes far below Avernum. They are tall with gray skin and large eyes, highly intelligent and extremely magically skilled. Vanity magic is centered around the use of crystals, which they use to store and refine magical energy. The most unusual power is the creation of crystal souls. These are living beings, spirits of their wisest ancestors, giving physical form. Don't steal them or they'll start a war. The Vanity revere and worship the crystal souls with fanatical devotion. Last, when the Empire discovered the Vanity, they stole 3 crystal souls. Vernites helped recover the souls, in return for which the Vanity helped them win their war against the Empire. Fortunately, this amity, I don't think that's how you pronounce that, between Avernum and the Vanity did not last. The mighty Vanity wizard Rentar Erno swore vengeance against the Empire, unleashing plagues of magical monsters on the surface. Band of Avernites helped end these plagues, in return for which the Empire let Avernites return to the surface. Since then, there has been no contact between Avernum and the Vanity people. It is hoped that there are no hard feelings. Ha ha. Oh, people level up. I think I want more intelligence for you. Oh hey, I can increase your sharpshooter. Let us do that. Is it coming? One looks like she is new to the world of wizardry. Her robes are covered with embroidered glyphs and runes, some of them glowing. She wears an ostentatious amount of talismans, fetishes, and other enchanted jewelry. New mages frequently submit to such excesses of fashion. They haven't helped her confidence, however. She looks terrified. When you approach her, she can barely stop shaking. I am Sage Alice, the instructor for this school. When it has students. When I can study. Yeah? No, just go away. The shade will come for me if I talk to strangers. Shade says, do not let your kids talk to strangers. Or your sages. Students' quarters. Mine. Hello, lizards. What do you got? Bread and meat. This man is a local legend. His name is Ken. He spent the last several decades in Formello raising and slaughtering giant lizards. He's renowned for his hatred of the stupid reptiles, for the punishment he has suffered from their claws and teeth. He's covered with scars, missing 2 fingers, but he always gets his final revenge on every reptile in his care. He closely regales you with a long, obscene rant on the stupidity and nastiness of the beast in his care. You can tell he tells you several ways in which they try to take chunks out of you. And he slaps you on the back and tells you to talk to his wife, Jean. She actually cooks and sells the food they make. Poor lizards. Oh, the blacksmith is empty. Not cool. What do you got? I've got the leather. But I was kind of hoping someone could make it into something worthwhile. Yeah. Boots. Van braces and a helmet. Blessed boots. I'll take them. Can I get him to make multiple pairs of those boots? I can. Swamp boots, though. Heavy boots, heavy boots, heavy boots. Blessed boots. There, take that. I'll level up. Takes the leather and examines it. Alright, this is quality stuff. I admit it. I'll pay a fair price. Takes a sack out from under the table, brushes the dust off. Had a belt, a pair of gloves, and a helmet, all made of leather. Here, take these. Venture who ordered them got killed by the shade while trying to get to my shop. Hate to see them go to waste. Blessed belt, fine leather helmet, and some gauntlets. It's a nice belt, but not nice enough. Worm skin helmet, fine leather helmet, fine leather helmet. Bracers. You don't have any gauntlets. And you can wear the blessed belt. Studded belt, studded belt, studded belt. Interesting gossip. I don't bother with politics. I keep to myself. That's the way I like it. That's the way the shade likes it. You help me? Okay. Well, we got some nice boots. There it is. Nope. 1,500 health, just about, with an area of effect ice attack. One look at the abbess of the temple tells you that this is not the shrine to a peaceful religion. There's a mace at her belt and a breastplate under her robes. If she decided to invade this place, she would die fighting. She looks you over when you enter the temple, then she nods. Another warrior in Formello. I approve. This is the temple of unbroken justice. I am Abbess Hain. This shrine is an island of sanity in this mad, mad city. Has it been a struggle to help Formello? Constantly. Can you feel it? The shade is right outside. I am not immune to the fear it projects. I feel it like you do, but I will not let it shake me. My flock hides in their homes, terrified of the shade. My alkalides fled, unable to bear its constant presence. But I will do what I can to help. You know anything about it? No, she points to the east. Sage Townsend is hiding in a cave that way. He is a thinker. If anyone knows about the shade, he does. I think pondering it beyond figuring out ways to kill it is just a waste of time. You tend to the people. I visit them in their homes. They are too scared to come to me, after all. I walk the streets and remind them what it was like to be free, to be human. She thinks of it, or Neffel, or Slith, but still free. Spells. Perhaps you are a fighter, I can see, but my order does not help just anyone who comes through the door. Does my order... Ours must be tested. Sure. Thought you would be. We of this shrine have made a place of testing to refine our own strength, to keep us sharp for when times of trial comes. It's a stone circle to the east of Formello, survive against the cavern wall in the middle.